The release date calendar for 2020 is jam-packed with games we can't wait to play. From Animal Crossing New Horizons to Cyberpunk 2077, there's a lot to look forward to. Given the sheer amount of content releasing over the next 6 months, it can be difficult and expensive to pick and choose what's worth playing, and what's better left on the back burner for later. To help make things a little bit easier, we've decided to spotlight some of the biggest game releases from now until the end of 2020 that we can't wait to play. Journey to the Savage Planet from developer Typhoon Studios features bright, colorful, co-op space exploration that feels distinctly different from the other January releases. As a new Kindred aerospace recruit, your job in the game is to survey 4 different biomes, each with its own unique charm. During your survey, you'll encounter over 30 alien creatures, some friendly and some not so friendly, and embark on fun quests that'll help you unravel the mysteries of planet ARY-26. From what we've seen so far, Journey to the Savage Planet is the one to watch, especially for sci-fi fans. Journey to the Savage Planet releases on January 28th for Xbox One, PS4, and PC. People loved The Dark Crystal: Age of Resistance on Netflix, as it offered a new way to jump back into the world of The Dark Crystal. To complement the Netflix show, we're getting a turn-based tactics game in February set in the same universe. In Age of Resistance Tactics, you lead a group of Gefling in resistance against the Skeksis. With over 50 turn-based tactics RPG battles and 14 playable characters, we have a feeling Age of Resistance Tactics will satisfy both seasoned Dark Crystal fans and newcomers alike. The Dark Crystal: Age of Resistance Tactics releases on February 4th for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, PC, and Mac. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon fans were treated to a surprise announcement of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX during a Pokemon Direct in January. To add to the surprise, the release date was revealed to be March 6th, a few short months away from the January announcement. From the free demo and what we've seen so far, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is a beautiful continuation of the genuinely unique concept within the Pokemon franchise. It's also available 2 weeks ahead of Animal Crossing, giving you plenty of time to play and enjoy everything Pokemon Mystery Dungeon has to offer. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX releases on March 6th for the Nintendo Switch. Gamers have been patiently waiting for the sequel to Ori and the Blind Forest, and as of March 11th, the wait is finally over. Ori and the Will-O-Wisp is a beautiful follow-up to the original indie game, with similar Metroidvania-style gameplay and dramatic lighting, though there are plenty of new features to enjoy as well. Whether you love the original or are simply looking for a new platformer to dive into, Ori and the Will-O-Wisp should be well worth your time. Ori and the Will-O-Wisp releases on March 11th for Xbox One and PC. Here it is, one of the biggest video game releases of 2020, Animal Crossing New Horizons. As one of the most beloved series from Nintendo, Animal Crossing New Horizons will let gamers greet characters like Tom Nook and Isabelle once more, which is an exciting concept in and of itself. New Horizons sounds like it'll be a relaxing experience, as it offers you complete freedom to make a life for yourself on a deserted island. Plus, if New Horizons is anything like the previous Animal Crossing games, it's bound to be amazing. Animal Crossing New Horizons releases on March 20th for the Nintendo Switch. If Animal Crossing New Horizons is a little too cute for your liking, you can get into some hardcore demon slaying action in Doom Eternal, which releases the exact same day of March 20th. Offering a continuation to 2016's Doom, Doom Eternal will allow gamers to follow the Doomslayer in a new fight against the forces of hell. To help vanquish the new enemies added to Doom Eternal, you also have access to powerful new weapons, capable of shooting, slicing, and smashing through demon hordes. If you're looking for a smashing good time, you can't go wrong with a little Doom Eternal. You know, as a treat. Doom Eternal releases on March 20th for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, PC, and Google Stadia. April should be renamed Remake Month in 2020, as several remakes and remasters are set to release, including Resident Evil 3. Similar to the Resident Evil 2 remake that dropped last year, Resident Evil 3 will allow gamers to continue the story of Resident Evil with improved graphics and controls. In Resident Evil 3, you'll fend off zombies as Jill Valentine and work to avoid the gigantic tear that is Nemesis. If you're feeling brave this April, the Resident Evil 3 remake sounds like a terrifyingly good time. Resident Evil 3 Remake releases on April 3rd for Xbox One and PlayStation 4. A week after Resident Evil 3, the Final Fantasy VII Remake becomes available. As one of the most beloved entries in the Final Fantasy franchise, Final Fantasy VII offers a sweeping story featuring the likes of memorable characters such as Cloud, Tifa, and Sephiroth. The Final Fantasy VII Remake will be delayed 1 month in order to give the game some final polish, but should hopefully be available on April 10th. With no further delays. While the idea of an episodic presentation of Final Fantasy VII Remake isn't for everyone, it's nice to be able to play this phenomenal game again with updated graphics. Final Fantasy VII Remake releases on April 10th for PlayStation 4. In addition to Resident Evil 3 and Final Fantasy VII Remake, we're also getting the Trials of Mana remake, offering a complete rebuild of the game in 3D. Trials of Mana features the same core premise as the 1995 original, but with a modern twist. Square Enix has put a lot of work into the Trials of Mana remake, and while we're unsure of how the final product will turn out, we're definitely excited at the opportunity to check it out. After all, the original Trials of Mana is a cherished classic. Trials of Mana releases on April 24th for PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Wasteland 3 is the highly anticipated sequel to 2014's Wasteland 2, successfully crowdfunded by Exile Entertainment. Featuring the same post-apocalyptic RPG themes as its predecessors, Wasteland 3 places you in the shoes of a desert ranger. Tasked to aid someone claiming to be a patriarch of Colorado, you'll have to fight to save Colorado at all cost. If you're someone who enjoyed the previous Wasteland games or are simply looking for some challenging tactical combat, Wasteland 3 has it all. Wasteland 3 releases on May 19th for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PC, Linux, and Mac. An indie game where you can play as a rogue shark that eats people? Yes, please. The trailers for Maneater are absolutely wild, with developers describing the game as like GTA but with sharks. You start off as a baby shark forced to evade underwater predators, then grow into an adult shark ready to chomp down on unsuspecting beachgoers. Nothing is really off limits when it comes to the shark chaos you can cause in Maneater, making it a game that'll likely be as fun to watch as it is to play. Maneater releases on May 22nd for Xbox One and PlayStation 4. The Last of Us Part 2 is one of the 2020's most anticipated game releases, and for good reason. Last of Us fans have been waiting since 2013 for a continuation of Ellie's story, and answers to questions like what happened to Joel. From the trailers, The Last of Us Part 2 will be even more brutal than the first, with Ellie taking center stage as the game's protagonist. With the original game being an emotional, captivating, and award-winning experience, we have high expectations for The Last of Us Part 2. The Last of Us Part 2 releases on May 29th for PlayStation 4. Who wouldn't want to team up with the Avengers? And in Marvel's Avengers, you can do just that. Marvel's Avengers featured an original story separate from the film of the same name, and includes familiar heroes like Thor, Iron Man, and Captain America. Set in a world where superheroes are outlawed, you'll work to reassemble Earth's mightiest heroes once more and save the world. You know, normal superhero stuff. If games like Marvel's Spider-Man are your thing, Marvel's Avengers certainly sounds like it'll be fun, action-packed adventure. Marvel's Avengers releases on September 4th for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PC, and Google Stadia. CYBERPUNK 2077 was pushed back from April 16th to September 17th to give developers at CD Projekt Red a little more time to polish the game. when Cyberpunk 2077 is finally available. It'll offer a deep, open-world RPG experience that should be amazing, given the fact that it's the studio responsible for other amazing open-world RPGs, like The Witcher 3. Plus, it features a breathtaking cameo from Keanu Reeves. How can you not be excited for Cyberpunk 2077 at this point? Cyberpunk 2077 releases on September 17th for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PC, and Google Stadia. Aside from the games we just mentioned, there are also other games that have yet to receive a concrete release date that we're generally looking forward to. For example, Ghost of Tsushima, Halo Infinite, Disintegration, Elden Ring, and Destroy All Humans. All of these titles are supposed to release in 2020, but there's no information on when. As we've seen with games like Dying Light 2, indefinite delays aren't outside the realm of possibility. Furthermore, delays to add a bit more polish, like Cyberpunk 2077, are quite common. While we'd love to say games like Ghost of Tsushima are absolutely coming out in 2020, there's simply no guarantee. We're keeping our fingers crossed and will be enjoying games like Animal Crossing, New Horizons in the meantime.